Shonna Slayton. I wrote the book Cinderella's Dress, and I have been interviewing through Google Hangouts other authors who've done Cinderella fairy tale retellings. But today I am headed out to the Lunar Ball to meet with Marissa Meyer. So we'll see how it goes. So question number one, how did you come up with the idea of Cinder?
I came up with the idea for Cinder when I entered a writing contest, and the girl that was hosting the contest had made a list of about 10 things, and you had to choose 2 things from the list and include in a short story. And the 2 things that I picked were to include a fairy tale character and to set my story in the future. And for that contest I ended up writing this kind of science fiction retelling of Puss in Boots. And it was a lot of fun to write, and I thought, this is a great idea, I'm going to write a whole series about this. And so I just kind of started brainstorming, and that eventually led to the Lunar Chronicles.
Very cool. Second question, can you tell me one of the ways you used one of the Cinderella symbols, like the shoe or the carriage or whatever? And then
One of my favorites is actually not from like one of the older versions, it's more of a Disney-esque thing, but the pumpkin carriage. Which I think is such a magical element of the story. And so I used an orange old vehicle, which it's never specified in the book, but in my head I always thought of as an orange Volkswagen Beetle, which is what I drive myself. So I really loved giving Cinder this kind of old beat up rusted car that she has to fix up and turn into her magical carriage.
Excellent. And my last question, why Cinderella? What drew you to her story, or why do you think people are interested?
I think Cinderella it's a great story because it's the classic rags to riches theme. It's something that appeals to everyone on a very human level, a very deep level. I mean, I think everyone in the world, no matter where you're from or what time period you're living in, you can understand this idea of wanting to make more out of your life, of wanting to, not necessarily marry the prince or get money, but to see, your life improve over time. And I think that's, something that everybody connects with.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I became a Scarlet tonight. Scarlet is the Red Riding Hood character from Lunar Chronicles. I chose her because she's the redhead, so I feel like I owed it to her. But she's also really spunky and full of life and vigor, so she's an awesome lady.
And who are you?
I'm Rachel, and I'm dressed up as Cress, the Rapunzel character. And I dressed up as Cress, Sarah put together our outfit. Or she like put together the span art of all the characters. But when I read the book, I really do love Cress. I think she's super adorable, and I love when she's like, okay, now I'm an explorer, and this is how I'm gonna get through this. I really love that. And also, I have towels on my feet.
From when she has to walk.
Yeah, when she has to walk across the desert and she doesn't have shoes.
And who are you?
Ellen, I dressed up as Cinder, which is the Cinderella character. And the reason I dressed up as her is, one, because it's the only book I've read so far. Sarah just introduced me to the Lunar Chronicles series, so I'm really excited to keep reading and find if Cinder really is my favorite character.
Fair enough. And who are you?
I'm Leah, and I dressed up as Peony, and she's the stepsister for Cinder. And I dressed up like her because she's very bubbly and she loves the prince, and that's kind of how I was when I was little. I wanted to be a prince.